Hello and welcome to day 21 of the Hyper Casual Advent. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here. Hope you had a good week so far. It's only Tuesday, should be Friday, but it's Tuesday. And yeah, day 21 of the Advent. So, lots in store today. I'm going to go through some of our favourite games that we played this year. We have played a ton of games inside the Academy this year. Too many to remember, that's for sure. Just before we get started, if you haven't done already, make sure you go and check out the Advent. And we've got loads of good stuff going on over there. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on YouTube watching this, head on over to the Advent. I'll put a link in that chat box for you, just because I can. Nice snow telly. Snowy, isn't it, Jills? What is up, Jose? Good to see you here. Yeah, head on over to the Advent. Loads of good goodies for you in here, up to day 21 now. This will remain up to the end of the month, but then it's coming down, so catch it while you can. So yeah, up to day 21, just 4 more sleeps to the big day itself, but a new video every single day up until Christmas Day this year. So go and check that out. Some really good talks in there if you haven't caught any yet. Too many good ones to mention, to be honest, but this will be our last stream of 2021 for us here at the Academy. And if you haven't and you didn't know, also check out the giveaway. Loads of great prizes to be won here. Loads of consultations, loads of dollars, swag bags, loads of interesting stuff here. And yeah, put your name in the hat. 627. What is up, 627? So yeah, get your name in the hat. Loads of good stuff to be won. Some very unique prizes here. And believe you me, if you want to get your game reviewed by the people who matter, the creators of Rift Race, Shortcut Run creators will do your personalised video. Free testing your game, $500 from CrazyLabs, all the good stuff, Steam cards, Unity cards, all the good stuff. So go and check that out. Be sure to go and grab your name in the hat. What? But put your name in the hat. Get in there because that's closing off soon, and we will draw the winners in January. Yeah, and you can win some amazing stuff there. It's a very unique opportunity. Be sure to get your name in the hat. Even if you don't want it, I'm sure you'll know someone who could benefit from a prize if you were to win. So get your name in the hat, go and share it about a bit, and you can get loads more entries and increase your chances of winning. So yeah, without further delay, we're going to have a quick look at what's going on in the charts. It's been pretty mental this week. The charts have been flying around and everyone's jostling at the top there. Still games being released. I think we were up to Pro Builder from Supersonic last time we streamed. We only streamed on Friday. And there's Weapon Evolution by Rollick. Let's have a look at these. So yeah, last stream of the year for us here at the Academy. It's been a very big year inside the Academy. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Now, last time our site went down on live on stream, which was really great, so no panic from me at all. Okay, so Weapon Evolution. Didn't they have wasn't there a really similar game to this from Rollick? Was that Arrow something or other? Looks kind of exactly the same as that. So another Choice Gate Auto Walker Runner. Yeah, they're still piling out the games. What's interesting, and we'll have a look at it in a minute, they've actually overtaken Voodoo for I think the first time this year for the amount of games currently in the top 100. So again, we've seen this before. There's nothing massively new here. It looks quite juicy. But it's a tough gig trying to differentiate yourself with all of these ones coming out. But yeah, so that's Weapon Evolution. Their other one did really well. Yeah, look, just before we get any further. So Rollick have now overtaken Voodoo, which I think, if I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's probably the first time Voodoo have been dethroned from the amount of games in the top 100. We used to be tracking the top 200 here, which is why we got the market share there. So it's a bit obvious that out of 100, but yeah, so 10 for Rollick, 9 for Voodoo, 5 for Supersonic, 4 for Kwalee, 4 for Good Job, and 3 for CrazyLabs. But yeah, so that's kind of mental. So Corp, what is up? Corp, Wood Farmer. Maybe this is an idle, arcade idle type game. Came out a couple of days ago. Yes, no need to panic on my behalf. We've had terrible server troubles this month. It's been pretty brutal for me. We're still trying to get to the end of it. Wow, this looks like Minecraft. Okay. So very Minecraft-esque. Looks like an arcade idle type game. So another testing one from them, no doubt. And Arcade Homeless from Rollick. Wow, okay. That's a funny old title, isn't it? So yeah, we'll do a quick recap in a minute. But yeah, these are the new ones coming out. I'm not sure when the iOS store actually cuts off now. Okay, so this is another arcade idle game. Rags to riches, maybe. That's kind of a neat idea. But yeah, we'll see a lot more of this coming next year. That's kind of neat. Pro Builder looks interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if we covered that last time. Let's have a quick look at the Pro Builder one. But yeah, that's about the strength of the new releases since we last spoke. Normally we do this once a week inside the Academy, so there's a lot more going on over the week. What is up, Syntax Air? Good to see you back again. Hope you're doing well. So again, another arcade idle type one here, building up. When we first, when Homa first came out and coined this phrase, we were looking at their farmland game and we were thinking all sorts you could do, and we were talking about building a little city and stuff, and sure enough, they've gone ahead and done that here. It's a little bit ugly for my taste, but doesn't matter what I say. But nice, getting the building blocks of the level of the buildings here. That's pretty nice. But yeah, so pretty cool stuff. So yeah, big year inside the Academy for us. We released stores by what you're looking at now, which is our store market research chart sort of things where we can look at all the prototypes and obviously keep an eye on what's going up and down and see what's coming out from all the latest publishers, all the biggest publishers, all their latest updates, and see where they're doing in the market. And obviously we've got our own bespoke watch list here, which ensures that we can keep an eye on all of these bigger studios or solo developers releasing games. Most of these are already published with the bigger publishers, so we know they've got really good skills and really prolific in releasing prototypes and seeing what they're doing, so that's always good to see. So we released this year. We also released Hyper Elite this year. We rebuilt the Academy site in of itself from the ground up, and we launched that, and that came with Hyper Elite, which is our, well, I'll just show you a quick. So Hyper Elite is our hyper casual training course. I'm not here to sell you anything, by the way. That is not the point of me doing this. Just doing a recap for my own personal benefit, if nothing else, of all the things that we've achieved. Because obviously as you get towards the end of the year, you get a little bit reflective, right? And you just think, well, what have we accomplished this year? So we rebuilt the Academy. You're looking at the Academy dashboard here. We introduced Hyper Elite, which is our big program with tons of good stuff in it. Yeah, and we rebuilt this whole thing. We also rebuilt the whole front end of our website. We introduced Icon Tester Pro as well. So we've been really busy here. Obviously, we've done almost nearly 50 live streams as well in the middle of all this. But this went down pretty well with our members. We hope we get a lot out of it. But you can come around here and you can see we've got all the genres included, every single game mechanic that you can throw a stick at, loads of ideation techniques and stuff, and some game design stuff as well. We also did a load of live streams accompanying these, which we found pretty good fun. We didn't quite get to the end. We might pick that back up next year. I think we got down to Restoration and Makers, but all of these got 2-hour live streams with them as well. So a pretty big comprehensive course here. So we launched that this year. And what else did we do? We done loads of things this year. So it's been a successful year for us. It's been emotional, but it's all pretty good. And where's the other thing? What else have we got? Oh yeah, Icon Tester Pro. This is kind of neat. We added this in. I'm going to try and I'll show you what this one does. So if you're testing new icons and things like that, you can come in here, upload your icon and see what it looks like on real devices. We've got both light mode and dark mode included. And alongside that, you can also, I don't know if I've got any icons here. Let's do that. Let's just upload our thing there. And essentially you can, once it's uploaded, you can just download with a single click all the size you need for iOS and for Android. Like I said, the server's running a little bit slow and I'm live streaming, so it's a little bit different, but this should pop into action just any moment now. He says, nothing like doing it live, is there? But yeah, so we got a lot of things achieved this year. So obviously this is just our splash screen for the stream here, but you can see, you can test your icons, you can see exactly what they look like on the store, and this is really handy to see how your icon's popping out. So arguably this one wouldn't work that well, but that's kind of cool. So we rolled this out to members this year, but all in all we've had a pretty good year. So yeah, let me know in that chat, what have you achieved this year? Have you got many things that you're proud of, any wins or big losses and stuff? I always think it's interesting at the end of the year to sort of look back and make sure, you know, we're all trying to do a bit, and yeah, just sort of figure out if your year has been good. I mean, I don't know if you set goals and all that kind of stuff, but we set out some lofty goals this year, and me and Julia smashed it, so I'm really proud of that. But yeah, overall, there you go. I just thought I'd mention that because I could. Let's have a look at the charts, right? Because that's what you're really here for. But do let me know in that chat, how many games did you release this year? Did you build anything? Did you overcome some sort of technical difficulty that you're especially proud of? I know there's someone in the chat there who won the voodoo competition. Oh my goodness. So, you know, there's a lot to be reflective on at this time of year, and when we start to think about the new year, what you're going to do in 2022, all that kind of good stuff. Always worth a think. So, top charts. We won't go down too far. We will go for the top 20 or so today though. So Slap and Run now number 1. Now, Sponge Art from Good Job here that we looked at very briefly last time. This went straight in at number 1. You can see there it was at number 1. Slap and Run we played. Colouring Match we played live this month. The Streamer Rush is brand new by Magic Land. I'm going to have a look at this. I don't know this one. Oh, so it's another runner. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, this is a bit of a different theme, right? That's kind of neat. Oh, finally, someone has done the split in the road. Oh my goodness. Very cool. So yeah, you forked the road off. They've finally done it, someone else. Amazing. Okay. Well, this is a pretty good version of it. And they put the crate challenge in there as well. Pretty clever. So that has come out of nowhere. So that is... Okay, so first released October, done some work on it the next month, and then it's gone from Ketting Kagler over to Magic Lab. Couple more updates, and now it's getting a push, so good luck to them with that. It looks kind of good. I really appreciate this split in the road. It makes the game way more interesting on a game design point of view, and it looks like they've got the crate challenge in there, which I think is quite a clever idea. Icon's pretty good. So good luck to them. Don't know what this is. I'm hesitant to click it, but we'll see. Let's see what's going on there. I guess it's just a makeup thing. It is purely a makeup thing. So again, it's just had a massive push there. Out in November. And the update on the 13th, 8 days ago, getting a big old push there. So always good to be up in the charts at Christmas. Downloads will be up. Now historically, the busiest day on the store, believe it or not, is New Year's Day, which sees a massive amount of traffic. So the busiest, if you're in the charts up here, you're going to get a ton of more downloads than normal on New Year's Day. So tap. Oh my goodness, Tactic Inc. or TapTech Inc. is the people behind. They did the one with the red and blue icon. I forget the name of it. What is that? We'll have a look real quick. But they had a very big game this year, and I can't remember what that was. But this looks almost the same as what we just looked at. What was it? It's red and blue icon. This one, Truth Runner. So this one did really well for them. That was a big game this year. Let's have a quick look at this then. So unlock the wonderful story. So good to see some splash screen marketing on that splash screen. Good to see some strap lines on the marketing. It's a story-driven game, so we know what we're getting straight away, which is always good. We got some like bunnies there. Coolest party girl. Pick the best looks only. Okay, so it looks like with the auto walker and choices, they've got a story behind it, which I kind of like. It makes sense for the theme. So you're choosing the outfits for the venue. So we had a wedding, now we've got a nightclub. And it's losers are not our sisters. Well, okay. You can't dance in the office. I can dance on your thighs. Alright, too many people around. Okay, wow. Well, we have seen the sexualization of the App Store this year. And guess what? They got a map. Oh my goodness, they got a map. The love path, there we go. I'm telling you now. It is coming more and more. Okay, very good. This is great. If you haven't put a map in your game, consider it. It's a really cheap way of adding a ton of value, a ton of content, and some really interesting monetization you can do with that. So that looks quite good. Fair shout to them. Their other game, like I said, that Truth Runner did really well. And that has come in at number 6 right now. Text or Die still there. And I think we'll see most of the other ones very similar. Color switch, oh my goodness, okay. And that, I think, is about it. So you'll see that top 10 jump around quite a fair amount. It's been very buoyant in the last day or so. Last week or so, I should say. But there you go. So that is our top 10 for December 21. Slap and Run was pretty cool. We enjoyed that. Colouring Match, we just got absolutely hammered by the adverts. Still got 4 stars though. It does surprise me that, really. I wonder what we'll have a quick look at the, see what the reviews say on this. Just to see. Now, most of the reviews will always say there's too many ads. But, I mean, we put a timer on this and there was almost... It was like every 10 seconds or something. Okay. So yeah, it's funny, isn't it? A fun game. I love playing it and it's relaxing and fun, but the ads are just ridiculous. 4 stars. And there's the 1 star for the ads. Can't even play because of the ads. Too many ads. Are you serious? The ads, bro. I've never seen so many ads. Ads. Way too many ads. Good game with too many ads. Had enough of the ads, so I quit. Too many ads. It was okay. Ads. Really good, but too many ads. Much ads. I think the game was really good. But yeah, it was very, very aggressive on the adverts, that one. But yeah, this isn't that normal. This is about normal for you get people writing the reviews because of ads. But I was just curious on this one because it was really heavy. It's probably the heaviest monetization of ad spam I've ever seen. I've got to be honest. But yeah, can't remember when the App Store closes for Christmas, or maybe that's just not a thing anymore. Yeah, I can't quite remember. iTunes Connect, or is it all called iTunes Connect anymore? It's called App Store Connect. Usually shuts down and will stop you submitting. But I don't recall getting any emails this year, which is why I'm not sure. But maybe my email address is broken or something. So I thought what we do today, because we streamed quite recently and we can't go through too many, I thought we'd have a look at some of our favourite games that we played this year, and we have played a ton. Oh, okay. App Store will still be open this year. 23rd of December will slow reviews days though. Alright, Faisal, I kind of get what you mean. Yeah, it normally shuts down for 3 or 4 days where you can't upload. Years gone by, they used to freeze the charts, which is why it was really like you had to, if you got your timing just right before the big change in iOS 11, if you timed it right, you could get a really good placement just by releasing and get a lot of free love. But yeah, it's all a different ball game now. So have a think in that chat, some of your favourite games this year, and we can go and download them. We do have a list up that we've prepared for our favourites this year. I've got 2 or 3 on the iPad because I can't decide, and they're very different games and I like them for different reasons. But let me know in that chat, what's the best game you think you've played this year? We'll start helping you along a little bit. And we got a list going on here. So they're all very different games. But there's some good ones in it. So I really liked Base Attack. So I'm going to have to open these up a little bit different than normal. I really like the look of this game. And the gameplay was kind of fun. It was very juicy. I really like the graphics on this. But this didn't really do anything particularly great for Lion. But I really enjoyed this one. Mad Dogs for Jill, Supersonic. Yeah, that was a cracking game. Very limbo. Not limbo, inside. So yeah, I kind of like Base Attack. That was pretty good. Bridge Race, of course. What is up in a beer? Best core loop of 2021, no doubt. Slice It All and Fat to Fit for Faisal. Yeah, now Slice It All is on my iPad, Faisal. I think for a pure hyper casual game, mass market, Slice It All from the Voodoos has got to be my choice. Count Masters as well. You can't discount Count Masters. That was super strong. I loved Crowd Defense from Ketchapp. Dogface was really good as well. That's not a very well known one, but I really enjoyed that from Game Jam. Draw Weapon was pretty good. Farmland there. There's Bag to Fit. It went through a few different names. Open that one up. So yeah, it used to be Fat to Fit. They changed it for whatever reason they changed it. But this was a really, really well built, nice runner here. Auto Walker. Real good fun. Just could have done a little bit more somewhere for me. It went a little bit flat, but it was absolutely brilliantly done, and it'd be top 10 all day long. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it? What else have we got here? So it's amazing how many games come out. There's just so many. Food Cutting from Lion was an excellent game. Beautifully built. Yeah, I don't think they're going to show the meta in these screenshots. The meta in this game was fantastic. Still number 16 in family. That doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, it looks pretty gross here, right? But the meta around it, you build yourself a little shop, and the mini games were excellent in this. Such a good palette. It's a real shame that their screenshots don't show the shop there, because that was a really strong. Oops, that's a really strong point for that. I just clicked on something by mistake then. Okay. What else we got here? Going Balls from Supersonic. Man alive, that game's done well. Still in the top charts after 100 years. So Helicopter Escape by SayGames. That is on my iPad today because that was a really good game. I really enjoyed that as a shooter type game. And Hero Squad from 8sec. Again, that was done well. High Heels was huge in the early part of this year. I mean, there's so many games that have done so well, it's very difficult to whittle it down. Keiju from Homa Games. What is up, Jason? Academy member Jason there, releasing that with Homa. And Cyprian. What is up, Cyprian, with Homa as well. Also with Academy member there. There's Mad Dogs from Supersonic. A really unusual title, this one. Very great camera work on this. The levels were very much like the game Inside from, I want to say something Dead, but I can't remember their name. But it was really nicely built, really good fun. Ginny played the entire, did an entire walkthrough of this game. Play Dead for Inside by Play Dead, heavily inspired by. But a really good one to check out if you want a sort of a longer sort of, almost a platformer, I'd say, almost. Mini Market, that was a good one. Mow My Lawn from AI Games FZ, that was super juicy. So there's just so many games here, it's impossible to go through. But some titles that you might not recognise that you should definitely go and check out. Run and Gun was awesome from SayGames. There's Slice It All. And there, Faisal, there you go. We included Slingbirds 3D from Faisal, who's in the chat now. That was a really good quality game now. I really enjoyed that, Faisal. You did a great job there. I know it didn't scale as well as you'd hoped, but that was very, very cool. And of course, Squad Alpha from SayGames as well. So there's some really good titles in here. We'll be posting this up soon enough if you want to go and check all these out, and we'll have a video as well. But for now, we're going to go through, and here's, well, I've actually chosen the wrong game now, haven't I? It's Helicopter. I got the wrong one. Alright, well, that's pretty, that's a good start, isn't it? So let's go and load this up. I do actually have Helicopter on my iPad as well. Or did I delete it? No, I do have it. Right, okay. So these two were very similar. And one of them got reworked as well. So I'm just going to, did I open that in a new tab? No. Let's stop that. And let's open this up in a new tab. So we'll have a look at this anyway, because this was a great game. You'll see the comparison in a moment when we bring it back up. But this is a really cool game. The camera angle and the build quality is great. Really good fun. But this was tons of screenshots here. I don't know. I didn't know you could put skins on the helicopter. That's really cool. So they did another one, which I'll get to in just a moment, where they sort of combined some of the gameplay of this one and added a Z escape aspect to the other one. And I think it was really interesting for me, and therefore I chose the other one. We've also got here My Little Universe from SayGames, which is an arcade idol. One of the best ones I've ever played in that genre. Really interesting and beautifully built this. So this has got to be up there for a genre winning game of the year for sure. So obviously very different to the shooting type game that I chose. But it all depends what sort of mood you're in and all that kind of stuff. But this one's very cool. I honestly don't think their screenshots are that good on this. I haven't played it all the way through to these different worlds. But this is really smart. But it's a real good fun if you like your arcade idle games. It's a it's probably the best one I've played. And here's Slice It All from Voodoo. So a #1 game earlier in the year. And we're definitely going to play this because I think for a pure pick up and play hyper casual, this has kind of got it all for me. And you'll see when we play it, there's just no way a screenshot could reflect how juicy and satisfying this game is. So I think this would have to get it from a pure hyper casual, whatever that really means these days. I think this is probably, it's got to be my first choice. Did anything actually open up? Right, so here's the SayGames account. Let me find the one I should have got, which is this one, Helicopter Escape 3D. Which is the sort of second one on from the helicopter game. But they... Right, so I hope this makes sense now. So this one here looks very much like that helicopter game, right? But they added a different set of camera angles and game mode, if you like, where you were playing almost like Z Escape. So it's got the same assets in it, but they added different sort of modes in it. And for me, this bit was probably the standout game moment for me of the year as well. So we're going to fire these both out. If you've got anything in your back pocket that you think we're missing here, obviously this is my choice for different reasons. But yeah, there's just so many games it's impossible to sort of narrow it down, I guess. But I don't think many people could argue that strongly against Slice It 3D. What is up, Joey? Good to see you. Bounce and Collect. Yeah, we said this before, didn't we? Let me go and find Bounce and Collect. I gotta be honest, Joey, I didn't play this game. I never played it. I saw it 100 different times, but I never played it. And now I think I definitely should have done. So let's put it up in here. Bounce and Collect is decent, says Faisal. Yeah, no doubt it is. It's just not one we ever played. Well, they've got 2 screenshots, so that's rubbish. So they lose a point for that. But yeah, this was what you were saying before about this was really started off the multiplayer gates, didn't you? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't play this one. But okay. Well, I would cycle through the screenshots, but I can't. But again, another voodoo game. Did it? Where is it? It doesn't really seem to have done anything though. Why didn't it do anything? There's some kind of bug on level 6. And now it constantly crashes. Okay, so maybe they got a bit of a problem with the version that they haven't picked up on. It got updated on December the 13th though, bug fixes. But they've put that in everything. But okay. But yeah, but for me, I think, where was it? Let me move that over here so I know what I'm doing. So this one for shooter, and we're going to play this because it's a ton of fun. This one for Arcade Idol, for sure, the best version of, and Slice It All. for a hyper casual. So what we're going to go for in that chat while I take a slurp, which one we're going to play first, Hell or Slice, in that chat. For the penultimate game we're going to play this year in the Academy. It's going for Slice. It's going for Hell, so we need a decider. Slice it. Slice it at the end. Alright, we'll do that then. We'll do Slice it all 3D at the end. So this is the iPad, which I'm an idiot. So let's do this. And let's fire over to Hell Escape here from Game Pie Crew. So this won't be up everyone's street, but the quality is from SayGames, my favourite publisher by far. Hopefully we can play it without adverts as well. I don't know what the sound's going to be like. Okay, so when we're looking at game design, right, what a way to start a game. The quality of the model and the animation on the blades there, or the, what are they called? Rotors or whatever, is awesome. And we're right inside the action, and all we got to do is tap to start. So I really enjoy the fact that we're straight in the game here. It has a high impact start for me, which is always lovely to see. You can see the buildings in the background sort of scrolling by there. There's enough of them that don't seem to be repeating all that much, which is nice. So it really feels like we're in the sky circling around, and we can see we got a little dude in the helicopter there. There's nothing in our way. We're not bombarded with loads of buttons. So let's just tap to start. So pretty obvious what we got to do. And we're in the helicopter, and soon enough we're going to get the best moment in a game that I've seen in a hot minute. Nice onboarding telling us to blow the barrel up. More dudes coming. I'm going to wait for the barrel because you might as well. And here we go. Look at that. What a way to end the level with a really cheap camera trick, which I think is just absolutely sensational, I've got to say it. And you can see our helicopter flying away to safety at the end of that level there. So I think it's absolutely knockout for me. And again, tap to start. Level 2. And now we can try a new gun for what would be a video, which is pretty neat. And the camera here, as it zooms through, is really quite clever. So yeah, clearly not a mass market title this, right? It's very much a little bit more niche. Oh, I totally didn't see them. But great camera angles, and this is just genius. And we've got, well, that went away too fast for me, but we're leveling up some sort of skin there. I think that's a mistake. That should have stayed on the screen way longer. Ooh, so a limited time offer starter pack. 80% off, you get the gun and it removes the ads. Now we can't see how much that is because we're on the Wi-Fi's off. But that's really smart. It's still not hardcore, semi-casual. Yeah, exactly. So very much Johnny Trigger, cartoony blasts and all of that. It's definitely not like a hardcore realistic game, but it is more casual than hyper, I would say. It's not, your grandma's probably not going to want to have a go, but she might. And I love the fact that thing's popped up. So really smart monetization. Quite unoffensive. And we've got our third level here. Killing these baddies. And it's really cool to see the woman running away here. Brings a sense of context to everything. Really juicy to see tons of people running after her. The camera's shifting really nicely. The toony blast, as Faisal mentioned, especially when we blow up on the like here. Really quite juicy. Nice and generous with these barrels as well. How about that? Nice. So that actually makes a difference in timing. Okay. Well, who knew? Very cool. Now that there stayed a little bit longer this time, but that could definitely stay longer for my liking. So now we've got 187. We can do a ×3 for the ad. And what's really nice about that is that we don't have enough money. We've got 340, but we know we can go to the weapon shop now, and the thing costs 400. So it's tempting us to up the money there so we can buy a new gun. Touch loud when firing, is it, Jill? Alright, thanks for that. Sorry about that. Each game is different. I don't change these settings, right? So let's do another tap to start. So this is like the other game, right? So the tack now has changed from that gunner out the helicopter like blasting into what we are shooting into this building. And I think this is a knockout. I really do. I love the change of pace. I think this is a really neat game and really welcome change when we're doing all of that like mega shooting. There's almost like a sniper type thing here, and it's so juicy when you hit those when you hit the gas canisters or whatever those things are in here. Everything busts up and it feels really juicy, and I think it's great. So I've got 400 now, so I suppose I better go and buy that gun, and I have equipped it. So as soon as I brought something, now we were presented with new tabs down the bottom, and we can see there's still 3 more to unlock. So when we're thinking about game design and the flow of presenting stuff into our games, it's just leading me into everything. It's got me into the gameplay, and now it's gently just leading me into unlock more to keep me interested. I'm going to go to the bank straight away. So we've got a ton of in-app purchases here that we can buy, which is fair enough. And now we've got the gun store, and we just saw the one I brought, and it looks like a ton more to unlock here. So the shop's really nice because we're still in the camera mode of looking at the helicopter, which I think is super clever. And they've got hundreds of guns in here, so that is cool. Let's try out our new gun. So now we're back to this, the sort of the first type of mechanic. Oh, that's right. So we can now shoot the glass, which makes them fall down. I think this is so clever, this game. I really do. It's such smart level design. The wheels of death. Okay. And this is getting pretty scary. But the camera angles of this is just... I don't actually shot the thing. The camera angles are just so intense and so clever. I love it. Alright, so now we've got some loot boxes. So I might as well. So there's some monies. And then the other 2 we get for a rewarded video, which I think, again, very non-aggressive monetization. Very nice. Yeah, that's right, Jilly. So it's really a really great onboarding when we're introducing new mechanics into the game, right? And it, like Jilly said, it paused it, like shoot the glass, and now it's learning us as we play mid-game, rather than like shoot the glass, shoot the thing, right? Which is old school, more casual titles tend to do, where they pop you up with all the information. You go, wait, what? So, a few more levels here. So it's more stuff for rewarded videos. Look at that. Oh, they run through it. That's a bit of a bodge, isn't it? I think it was just a bodge on that. Just that one. Right, let's hopefully there's going to be something big to blow up here. Dominator. You can see once with the when the closest one... Oh look, it blew up the whole building. That is so mental. When one of the dudes gets too close, he has those 3 exclamation marks. So that's just unlocked that skin, which is pretty cool. Shame we don't get the first one free. I would have loved to have seen that a little bit more. But you can't have everything. And we can't afford those, but we are going to get an Uzi at some point, which is pretty cool. So now that has gone all the way up and unlocked that skin. That's now unlocked the look in our bar here. And now we've got glasses, we've got shirts, which we can still get for an ad, and we've got trousers, which is really nice, adding each one of these as they're relevant to the game. But I think this is a ton of fun, and I love the game design. It's a really... Oh, and I'm just blowing the building up. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay. So, great level design. There's the dude with the 3 exclamation marks saying he's just a little bit too close. But look at all of them coming from everywhere here. I've got to do this one. I don't remember blowing up the buildings before. That's really smart. But really unusual camera angles. Great placement of all these big bombs. The big blowing up bombs here. And then we jump to safety. That camera angle though. Come on. I think they've added the bin. Yeah, I think so. I don't recall having the building blowing up before. So we're just short of another weapon, so we'll have a couple more guys. And now you see we're back to this part of the game, which I think it's a really good way of mixing up and keeping everything fresh and new and mixing up this gameplay. And I think it's such a clever idea. Now obviously it's a lot more work, right? But there's something inherently fun about being on the helicopter and shooting these dudes in a sniper type way. And the build quality is great, right? There's loads of stuff being shattered and blown up like this. Look at that, just busting everything out. It feels really powerful when you hit those things, and that's a ton of fun. So I'm gonna I need 25 more for that Uzi, which I think I'm just gonna have to go and get. And then obviously they're offering us a new gun here for a rewarded video, which honestly I'd probably press. So level 9, so it feels like a lot has happened here. And we haven't really nice shake on the helicopter as well. So there's a lot of game already for only level 9. I love the way that we're going through these levels. We mentioned it on when we played Devi's game. These different camera angles just makes everything so more interesting. But yeah, that is so cinematic, that view. That's got to be a win for me. Let's get to level 10 and we'll see where we're up to. And can I get the Uzi? So I'm going to buy the Uzi because I might as well. And now we've got a one-time offer, last chance, 80% off. So I appreciate the marketing there, what they're doing. They're like trying to hook us in, which is very cool. And let's see if anything changes here. So level 10, no thanks on that. So we're still on the building. Definitely new stuff here though. What was that? Oh my goodness. Alright. So now we've got to shoot stuff to activate our pathway, which is really smart. So the level designers have really thought, look at these angles, oh my goodness. I totally love this game, guys, I really do. And nice short level as well, so nothing was too dangerous there when a new mechanic's being introduced, which is great. And they got a map, oh my goodness. They got a map, I don't remember this. What the hell's going on? Can you move this around? Hello. Right. Right, so now that's popped up on here. Oh, there's different ones. Or does it all go to the same one? So look at this. What's that world? Right, okay. So when I tap it, it doesn't matter which one I press on, it always goes to that same one. So, very smart. I wonder what the grey ones are then. So let's play on World 1 and get past this first level. So a bit of purple have been introduced into the buildings. Oh, now we've got zombies. Okay. Oh, alright. Maybe shoot the bottle there. What about those things? No. So always changing up here, which is really good. Quite heavy on the content. Right, nice. So the doors work in reverse, which is great. Very cool. Alright. So what are we thinking in the chat? Any good? Right, so this is a grey one. I'm thinking this is a building, but I don't know. So new outfit. Pretty cool. Need a ton more money. Is this a building like flying around the scraper, this one? Yeah, I thought as much. So new skins on the buildings as well. It is pretty dope, isn't it, Faisal? I mean, for one of these types of games, this has got to be gold standard, right? There's so much to like about this. Right. Even when you get that headshot or double shot there, zooming in for us. So this might not be your jam in terms of, you know, the style of the game, but we've seen a lot of these. Escape from Homa did especially well, but I think this is a different level for me. And it's nice to see that map in there as well, so we feel like we're getting... Yeah, I think you're right, Jill's. Oops. Oh, that was close. I was reading Jill's comment there. But yeah, the map just adds the level of depth to see where you're going. So you're not grinding all the time, right? And a lot of times we see the level progression bars that just, you know, level 1 to 2, 3 to 4. I mean, it's pointless. This is a really solid game here. So I'm going to go for the second one, and I got 100, so that's cool. And now we're going to have another zombie run here. I kind of really want to open up that last thing at the bottom, on the bottom GUI there, that last button. I don't know what it is. I don't remember this at all. And I think it's definitely had some updates since I played it. There's a bit of a waste there. But you can get them down here. There's some pretty complicated level structures here. Going, what the actual... Alright, this is new, right? I have not seen this do before. Why have we got the hole? Can I have a barrel, please? Like this thing. Come on now. Ow. Oh, look, it opened. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm confirming my choice. I think this is a really good game. Even when we blew the building up there, the more of them piled out. And that blew the floor away. Look at that in the background. But now we're blowing up these, I don't know what you'd call them, like, and I just killed myself. Thought that was going to happen. Damn it. Alright. So yeah, we're blowing away. What do you call those things? Like a... oh, brain farting badly. I don't know. Like a... Someone help me out, please. It's been a long year. What is I've just done it again. What an idiot. Walkway, platform. That's it. Thank you, Jules. Goodness me, I really struggled. I couldn't get it. So yeah, that platform there that's connecting the walkway, connecting the two areas there. Well, I'm gonna click that straight away this time. Looks like it gave me a little bit of a lifeline there. But when you look at this, the level design, it's really, they really thought about everything. I think it's so clever. It just adds so... Oh, it's this dude. It adds so much spice. Wait, what? Can you not have two of them, please? Oops. Didn't see that, dude. So it was slowing it down then. I hadn't realised. I didn't see the one so close to me. Because it's not as if there's like 10,000 things happening here. How exciting. So I really love the introduction of these bigger bosses. That makes it all really interesting. I'm going to need a bigger gun, that's for sure. And I just want to see what this thing is, because I really don't remember it. And they're coming in from all angles now, which is just mental cases. And there's the glass, look. So we should be able to time that like there and get the glass and the baddies. And whilst I'm having to press the finger over the screen, it's not as bad as what I thought it could be, if that makes sense. So another skin. They seem to take a long time to unlock for me. Let's get to 800 and then open up that. I'm not sure what that little... Oh, it's one of these again. Semi-machine guns or whatnot. It definitely feels like it's been up in the ante with the amount of enemies here. It's nice when you get to sniper them before you can really see them. Makes you feel really smart. Even though I'm a potato, I feel like I'm almost cheating it, which is always a good feeling. And I want to see a red thing here so I can blow the whole building up. So double headshot there. Oh, triple kill. Check my bad self out. Very nice. And they were having a wee. So that's always... Oh, hello. Do these things do anything? What does that do? Nice. A rocket launcher or flamethrower would be more satisfying. Gets a bit frustrating when there are too many. Yeah, I agree, Joey. But I wonder how much these. We're gonna buy this gun, but it's always a balance, isn't it? Where you want people to. If you give them everything straight away, there's nothing to head towards, and by holding it back a little bit, you get the bite that you want that upgrade, just like you mentioned. And I think you could probably do it. You could think of, well, this is where the monetization could come in. Like you could, like for awarded video for one level, you could get a rocket launcher, right? And I think that would work pretty well. And you could definitely program it to say that if the rocket launcher is watched, and if you watch a video for the rocket launcher, then load X level and ×2 the amount of zombies that are coming or the barrels that are in the game to really electrify that level and make it so ham and so mental that you'll want to do it again because it was just OP fun. I think that's what I would be trying to do there. But I agree. Yeah, you need a. I need a more of a spray, for sure. Because I'm tapping a lot here. This gun's way better. I just catapulted him. I didn't realise that. Like that. Now that is fun. There was no button to press on that one. Oops. So here's the glass, which I just killed myself because I'm a blooming potato. Looks like there's something to blow up there, which I didn't see. So let's try that again. The gun's nicer. And we got 4 more levels on this map section. But it's very juicy. That's real fun, that catapult. Like that. And I kind of want to do that now. I just shot the glass, so that might be a problem. So I shot the glass by mistake. You can't blow those up, okay. Alright, so now a little bit more skill is needed, which is going to be a problem because it is me playing. But let's get past this one. The sound on the gun, and this gun feels the best gun that I've had so far for me. Feels way more satisfying. I do not want to shoot this glass now. Which I think I shot it at that point. I'm totally panicking that I'm going to do it now. So that should stop those dudes. Oh, I shot the lift. Oh wait, what? I've never seen this before. Look at that. How cool is that? Very nice. Oh look. That is smart as hell. Hello. New outfit. Okay. So the money goes up relatively generously. It's my second to last chance ever until next time to get that other gun. Alright, let's go through this thing. And then... Oh, look at that as well. Oops. So even though it's pretty hardcore, it's actually... Well, that is so neat, isn't it? It's actually really quite non-punitive. Oh, come on now. They've really gone for it, haven't they? I love it. These camera angles though. So yeah, it's actually relatively easy to play, which is a really good trick to pull off because I'm normally rubbish at these things. And yet... Oh, what is that? I think that was a chopper skin coming up. Oh, I guess it would be the chopper skin, will it? Okay. Catapult madness. So a special mission with cats. Very clever. Whoa. That was cool. Nice. Okay, and then we've got one more level, which will be a normal helicopter level going over the top of the roofs. And then we got a boss, I think. So let's do that. I love the fact when you blow up the walls, they come rushing out of the building. Something tells me I should have done something there, but I didn't. Nice. Hello. And I love the fact that they're coming from all over the place now. Makes it super interesting. Yeah, so I've got to be honest, it's pretty bloody good fun. Especially for a little mobile game, right? So one more level. And then we'll call it a day. So let's get to this boss because we might as well. And something tells me that that helicopter skin might open after this one as well. And that will give us the full suite down the bottom there. But yeah, it's certainly not getting boring. So who's this dude and do I need a bigger gun? Oh, okay, I thought we were going to have... I wasn't expecting it to be this type of level unless it's coming next. Oh, is that the boss? Okay, so we've got sort of... Oh, that's the boss. So there's a little sort of the green bars at the level 20 there, like a 3-stage thing. So the boss was destroyed, relatively easy, so I appreciate that. And now we've got a reward, which is real nice. So we've got 15 cogs. So we got a new economy just opened here. And now that area of the map is district completed. Very nice. Right, so let's find out what these cogs are. I don't want to play this if I can help it. And that's got one more go to fill up. So what are the cogs? So in the bank it's just the monies. I don't know what the cogs are, but with all that said and done, what do we think about, what is this called? Helicopter Escape, isn't it? Helicopter Escape 3D. I think that is a pretty rare game for me this year. There's nothing I don't particularly like about it. The camera angles are knockout. The cinematic effects are great. The level design is sensational. It's a 10 for Jills. It's a 9.9 for the Phasals. I'm trying to think what I'd change. And that's always, you know, always a good way of looking at it. What would you do differently? What don't you like about it? And with this one especially, I just wouldn't. I would honestly keep playing this one. I think the rocket launcher that Joey said is a great idea. I think you could experiment with a little bit of that. But overall, that was a pretty darn good. I very much enjoyed that game. So that is Helicopter Escape 3D. Go and grab that. In actual fact, I'll give you a quick link in that chat. Just for the hell of it. And let's have a look at what I think has got to be the Hyper Casual from Tummy Games and Voodoo, which is Slice It All. I thought it was Slice It All. It's just Slice It All, is that? Okay. So, nice opening screen here. The loading screen. And this is, again, you know, when we're looking at onboarding. Now, it looks like we've got a shop there, which is kind of neat. But all we're doing here is tap to flip. So, a physics-based game. And you got to look at how do they do this. You really get into the flow. And it's just so simple. And this is a pure mass market game that everybody understands what you got to do. We're not shooting zombies from helicopters, right? It's just a pick up and play, pure fun stuff. I'm going to take a look at the shop straight away, and this is kind of cool because I don't remember there was a shop in this before, and they are expensive, but I really want to get that cleaver. So let's take this for a spin. So let me know in that chat if you've seen this game or you've played, or you've played it. I was going to say this is really easy, but I just messed that up. What am I dying on there? Oh, okay. I didn't know there was anything that could kill you in this game. So obviously we land on that metal sort of spike there that will it will stop us, which I think is new since we played it. I mean, just going to have a quick look and see when this came out. Bear with me 1 second. So originally released, went over to Voodoo on the 23rd of March. So March, April. So it's been 8 months since we played it, because when these new ones come out, we will play them pretty fast. And yeah, those red things are definitely new. And as you'll see as we get further on, the height of these things to chop is just so, it's such a juicy game and so ridiculously satisfying. Okay, so they gave us a free knife. Wow, it must be Christmas. Congratulations. Alright, so we might as well use the green one. I mean, why not? But yeah, the longer these things go, and when you get it right, it has such a good feeling about it. I wasn't sure if that was going to kill me or not. Okay, it's nice that the end of level gamification on this is tied closely to the mechanics. So this is what we're talking about, especially for this game. Hopefully I won't muck it up, but these are moments in satisfying games that you can only dream about. I totally muffed it up. God damn it. So that was tragic. Let's keep playing. Hopefully I'll be able to pull a couple of the bigger ones off. That's so that was right on cue. I totally messed that up. Wait, what? So there never used to be things moving here. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't ever recall Here we go. Come on, don't let me down. Oh my goodness. I am such a potato. Okay. So obviously I'm excellent at this game, which is disappointing. But we will pull one of those things off at some point, I guarantee it. Damn it. So yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about, is there? I mean, the level design is really nice. You definitely get into a flow state here of the control. Finally. I think it could do better there, though. I'm sure I got that 50. Yeah, these new swing. This is new. I'm sure this is new. Don't remember this money either before. Nice checkpoint. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm really good at this, obviously. So 25,000 for that cleaver. We're on 2,000 at the moment, so to be fair, feels kind of oh, there we go. Nice. Skills. So yeah, it's a really satisfying game. It's such a no-brainer. You don't need any instructions. No holding of the hand. Everyone understands it. And I'm pretty right in saying, I'm going to have a quick look while we're here. Let's have a look how it did. Okay. So it's still in the top 30 now. Not quite sure why that didn't work. But I think throughout from probably between March and August, it literally was in top 100 or whatnot. Pretty much consistently for a good few months. Yeah, they've definitely changed this up. I don't remember any of these hanging things and swinging things. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. So you can see here when it really came out in April, when it moved over to Voodoo. So games 10, action 7, right up until August. You know, nearly 5 months in the top games there, and it's still doing well in its category. So pretty much from April, this game has been a top 100 game for the most part. So definitely top 200, right? Let's say top 100, bear a few weeks. So in the top 100 since April, which is, you know, pretty astonishing, isn't it? I just wish I wasn't so rubbish at it. I think they made this harder. It feels harder to me. It was a lot... seemed a lot more... less punitive when we played it first, I swear. To be fair, it doesn't help that I'm totally rubbish. Nice. But yeah, it's bonkers satisfying when you pull these off. I just keep butchering it badly, but yeah, I'd like to see more of these ones. They've done it so well. It's quite a pull to want to do a level perfectly. Great for perfectionists. Maybe they could have done a 3-star system. Do you think so, Jules? Maybe. I think because it's physics based, there's... I don't know. I'm clearly not very good at this. What are these cards? Yeah, I don't. This is very different from when we played. Yeah, I think you could be right, Jill. You could be right. I'd like to. I think it would have to be quite generous. But so simple, as the best hyper casual games are. Just such a simple concept and executed pretty darn perfectly. Hey. 3 stars might demotivate players. I think there's yeah, it's a funny one there, isn't it? I think it can go one of two ways. It's a funny one, could be in physics based. It kind of feels way more loose doing it this way. So 15, I just got a good score and a good bonus there. So that's, oops, that's a touch. Why that was perfect is anyone's guess. I definitely didn't know you could chop, oops. I definitely know you can chop these, which I had no idea. But yeah, these tall ones are super nice. And I really would love to, if I can just get a little bit, if I can do a little bit, percentage of level. Yeah, so Faisal, I think the percent, I was trying to work it out. I think you need a percentage there. But I think you could mix the two with percentage and the stars. I think you could do both. I think you could work out the stars via a percentage and that could work. So I think both could work there. With a bit of luck, I can get some good scores in a minute. Wait, what? How are we going around the corner? Is that the restart? Is that going to knock it over? I'm going to do that again. Then go 5 star, why not? Yeah, sure. I mean, 3 stars normally pretty standard, isn't it? Oh, that's weird, that bit. I should have fluked it. If you're going to do something like that, I would say you should make it pretty easily achievable. Certainly the first time, anyway. Okay. So really basic UI and stuff. This is what I remember. That is so nice. So the physics does so much work for us here. It's great. Nice. 79? Oh, come on. There must be a way to set those. Yeah, I think so. What is that, Colette? Yeah, I think so. I just couldn't get it. I tried it a few times. I just think it should be a lot easier. I think I should have fluked it, right? It makes perfect sense. Which I think was really nice, but I think you should, if you're going to do that, you should make it foolproof, at least for the first one. Unless I was just unlucky as is. Oh. Definitely the risk reward when you're doing those ones as well. And maybe some better bonuses when you get it real close. I know it says great and stuff. Right, here we go. Do you see what I mean? It should... I can't fluke it. Which is a kind of frustrating. Well, remember these pipes. Right, here's another one. Come on. How do I do it? There we go. Well, how about that for the most anti-climax you can ever imagine? Yeah, I think if you're doing stuff like this, I really appreciate it. I think it's good fun. I think you should be a little... I think it should be a little bit more exciting, don't you think? You should have just like popped or sliced into like sections or something. Oh, that's quite good, knocking them off like that. Well, that went well. Oh my goodness. Okay. So level design pretty good for the most part. The mechanics are knockout. Little whoosh on the blade is great. So obviously uses like the bottle flip mechanic and knife hit as well. Was knife hit the Ketchapp one, or there was one from quite a while ago now. Oh, it's the guy who made who did the gallery. I forget they got two companies, but they did a flipping. Oh, it might have been flipping knife. Something like that. So, not a new mechanic, but really satisfying one. Even if I keep bodging this up. There we go. But yeah, I agree with what Jill said. You kind of need a little bit more reward when you pull those off. It just makes it all a little bit more worthwhile. I hate to say it, I don't think they've done that very well, this dominoes thing. Unless for some reason I am like the most unluckiest person in the world going, right? So I really want to see if we can get this cleaver before we call it a day. Or call it a year, I should say. Nice. Damn it. Alright. But what is... I think this happened before as well. It's just I don't get bored of playing this particularly. It's got such a fluid gameplay. As he says, when he totally bodges it up. It just doesn't get particularly boring. Flippy Knife was Bereznev. Well done, Jills. It was Flippy Knife. And those Bereznev guys are the people who made the gallery, which I know you know and you play. That's the same people. Right, so I must be on like 1 out of 10 of knocking those dominoes over. I'm genuinely rubbish at this, aren't I? Yeah, that's so mean, that is. Alright. Okay. Right, let's see if we can fluke our way to 25,000 there. But yeah, overall, this has got to be the pure essence of hyper casual and the best one for me. They are frustrating, Jills. I agree. Like, if you're going to do that, it shouldn't. Well, I don't know why. I should have fluked it. I know I'm clearly rubbish. You're all witness to that. This is not. I am not skills here. But the point is, I should have fluked it. I should have fluked it a couple of times, and I'm like 1 out of 10 I got there. Oh, please be nice to me. Sort of. I am so bad. Thing is though, it doesn't make it any less enjoyable. It kind of just makes it better when I finally do somehow fluke a good one. There's our checkpoint, which is nice to see. Yeah, I definitely feel completely out of control on this. Maybe I just haven't got the hang of it yet. Come on. Yay. Praise be. Right, I'm going to the shop. And I am going to choose that. Tell me I can open it. Wait, what have we got? Ah, don't you hate it when that happens? When you just want to have a look at it and it buys it for you. I mean, it is the one I wanted. It's definitely smaller than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, if you're doing a shop, have like, you know the buttons on your computer where it goes, do you really want to shut this, or do you really want to exit without saving? Have one of those buttons on your shop. I'm just saying. Yeah, this doesn't feel very weighty at all. This feels really small. The knife felt bigger. Kevin the Butcher, that's right. Or not, Faisal, as the case may be. Right. So I'm going to change back to that knife. I hate to say it. This knife felt better. Feels bigger, right? The blade's bigger. So yeah, very disappointed in that cleaver. I was expecting it to be way more heavy and bigger. But that's just me. But yeah, oh my goodness. Such a potato. It's no less fun for me though. It's because I don't have to think one bit about anything, and there's no consequence for the most part on anything. Yeah, for how difficult that is massively underwhelming considering everything else in this game is shockingly satisfying. And the sad thing is I really like the idea of that thing. Alright. That is awesome. Come on. Oh. Okay. So with all that said and done, what do you think? Is that two good options for games of the year? I think so. I think there's two very different games. This is honestly, I'm going to give this a 9.5 now. I think for some reason, I don't know. There was nothing before that I really disliked, and yet that domino thing's kind of annoyed me a little bit. 9.5, yeah, I'm going for a 9.5 on this one. It is such a really good game. I honestly think they've changed it, and maybe I'm just romanticising how much I enjoyed it first time round and it was really novel or something, but honestly the changes that they've made, I honestly don't think it's added much value, and I'm very disappointed by the upgrade of that knife there. 9 at least for me. I like it a lot. Yeah, agreed. Listen, this is Hyper Casual Game of the Year, so I'm not dissing it. far from it. It is by definition the opposite. This has got to be the best pure hyper casual game of the year. It's got it all going on. I'm just totally rubbish at it, which is very disappointing. Now, of course, there's no meta here. We're not going anywhere. The levels are arbitrary. So, what could we do to change it up here? We could definitely have zones, couldn't we? Or areas. It wouldn't be difficult to reskin it, even if you just, you know, retextured the existing obstacles. Would that bring anything to it, do you think? I think it would be, for me, it'd be nice to, like, go somewhere, I think. What do you think in that chat? It's a 9. Oh, you said that. So, yeah, I think I'd like areas. I'd love to know if it made any difference. I mean, it is... I mean, I don't know what level we're on, but just as a pick up and play fun, right? You can't beat it up for... It is what it is. Different locations with a change up of stuff to size. Yeah, I think so, Giles. It seems like an obvious one. But the levels are pretty good, aren't they? Wait, what? Oh, nice. Right. It's quite odd though when you I like these going down. But when you got us fit in between those two, like there's a ceiling part of it. That's feel quite odd. That's amazing. The physics on that are just killer. And the sound's awesome too. Oops. Lands maybe China, USA. Yeah, I think so. I think it could have done with that quite easy. It would seem to be the obvious thing to do with it. I think it could be quite good fun. I mean, maybe they tried it. But especially for this game where you don't mind keep playing it, I think a change of scenery would be... That is awesome. Would be much appreciated for me. Alright. Then you get a slice of a hysterical landmark. Jill! That's right. And there's your meta. So you go round, get a piece of the historical landmark, and the more levels you do, you make that picture. And if you have a postcard library, you could have postcards from all around the world, and then you've just got a whole theme around the game. And honestly, the way they've done this, in terms of there's a few trees in the background, you know, it wouldn't take a right lot to for the models and that to make it believable. You just give it the impression of where you are. You know, you could go really sort of, you know, if you're looking at the UK, you know, you could do some, oh my god, I can't think of anything, but something very iconic to the UK, like fish and chips or something. You know, just a couple of models to hint at where you are in the Union Jack. And I don't know, what's English? I haven't got anything. It's not as if I live here or anything. Fish and chips. Oh, come on, Gio, help me out. But you get my point. You could do it relatively cheaply in terms of content cost. Kevin Porter, that's right. Oh, Faisal, you are amazing. Yeah, that's right. Picture me in the background, swinging on the flagpole, with Union Jack hat on. There we go. Where's England in it? So yeah, you could easily do that, and I think that's as good a job as any. I swear I got plus 50 there. Alright, so we're going to start to call it a day. But yeah, wait, what? Yeah, I think it is lacking that, and I think I would love to see some more bonusy type things or something. I mean, let's do this. Oh, I wish I wasn't so rubbish, because they're so much fun when you pull them off. I'm just trying to think, right? So it has got levels in this game, and this is why I always say that you're just putting levels in for the sake of it. They're completely arbitrary. Oh, look at my skills. Because I have no idea what level I'm on. And it don't matter. So what was that? Level 38 for whatever reason. And that's it. I'm going to call it. So there we go. Slice It All and Helicopter Escape. For me, my favourite games we played this year, and boy, we've played some games. Plenty of other ones could have made the cut as well, but those were the two I enjoyed playing the most. Now, there's tons of different games, and you'll have your favourites, no doubt. I mean, if we're outside of the more casual space, I'd say Royal Match as the match 3. You know, played that match 3 last time, but Royal Match for a match 3 game was by far the game I've played most this year, because I'm kind of all about the match 3s. But in the hyper casual area, Slice It All has got to be the best mass market for me. Now there's games that have done better. Obviously, Bridge Race was a close with an excellent core loop that has done consistently well, nearly 200 million downloads. So you can't argue with the success of that. The app, what else is that? That's probably the most downloaded one. Shortcut Run did really well this year as well, but that was officially released in 2020. Royal Match is good, dude. I love Royal Match. I'm like hashtag addicted to that thing. I love a bit of Royal Match. But yeah, in the hyper casual space, there's been bigger games than these. Like I said, Bridge Race for sure. But these are the ones I found myself. This was on my iPad. I had to delete this one. This was left on my iPad from when we played it back in March or April. Whenever we played it this year, it stayed on there. Not many do, as did the helicopter one, which I deleted and had to reinstall again this morning. So both of them were on my iPad when I was thinking about my favourite games, and I went with that because I didn't delete them. And normally, if we're playing a game, you know, on a Friday, a lot of the times I just delete them because I've had my fill of them. There's nothing wrong with them, especially, but I'm done with them. I don't really want to play them anymore. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It's been a very big year for us, like I said, here at the Academy. Some big things happening next year. We're excited to expand more on that soon. But that's going to go and wrap it up for 2021 inside the Academy. Thrilled you could join with me today. If you're on the replay, head on over to the Advent. If you're watching this before December 31st, go and get your name in the hat on the competition. But that'll do. So for the very last time in 2021, remember, Julie, games don't make themselves. Happy holidays, everybody. Have yourself a good one. Oh my goodness. Have yourself a good one. Enjoy, eat well, be merry, everything that you do over these holidays, and we will return in 2022. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll speak soon. See you later. Bye-bye.